You'll be using the standard unit of kPa in gas law calculations. Therefore, you must be able to convert millimeters of mercury and ATM to kPa. So like highlight that. kPa, very important. That's what you're going to be going back to all the time. kPa, kPa. So, memorize the following. Standard atmospheric pressure, 760 millimeters of mercury is equal to 1 ATM is equal to 101.325 kPa. When you fill that in, take out your memorization sheet. And we'll fill it in. Your memorization sheet is just in a little bit of a different order though. So, your memorization sheet starts with 1 ATM is equal to blank kPa. What would I put in that blank? That's right, 101.325 is equal to blank millimeters of mercury, and that's where I put in the 760, okay? So this you need to memorize, these conversions, back and forth. Okay. Another conversion, 1 bar is equal to 1 kilopascal. We don't really use the bar though that much. To convert other units of pressure to kPa, you set up a ratio. This is how I like to do my conversions the most. I like ratios. Okay, so go to page 149 in your textbook. So, we already copied these things, but here's a table that kind of summarizes our info. This chapter, chapter 4, you should become familiar with for this unit because the chapter really kind of explains the theory behind the gas stuff. So I like to use this as a resource, so I would get familiar with this chapter 4 for this unit. So, you can use this memorization sheet as you do your questions and things, but when it comes to a test, you don't get it. Okay? So take the time to do a bit of memorization. For a test though, usually what I do is I give you a copy of this and you fill it in so that it's similar to what you've been working with, and then you have it there, while you're doing your test so that it's, it's all written down. So I would take the time to start memorizing the stuff we've already filled in. Okay? Maybe don't memorize a ton tonight because you have your test tomorrow, but, Okay. So, example 1. Convert 650 millimeters of mercury to kPa. So, this is how I like to set it up. I say there's 101.325 kPa for every 760 millimeters of mercury. That is equal to X amounts of kPa over 650 millimeters of mercury. Now, if you do it this way, it's just very important that your fractions are the same units, so that it's kPa over millimeters of mercury, and this is kPa over millimeters of mercury. If you like to do conversions a little differently, that's fine with me. I just really like setting up the fractions. So you cross multiply and divide to solve for X. So we cross multiply. And our X will equal 86.65. So try it yourselves, make sure you can do it. Get that answer. Hey. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think mine's wrong.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, since we'll be doing more formulas and stuff for this unit, you can just assume to bring it now. Okay, and let's do the next one. What time are we? We're almost up. Oh, and to sig digs then, it would be 86.7 kilopascals. So, just to show this, we have our 650 millimeters of mercury. We multiply it by 101.325. And then we'll have to divide by 760 millimeters of mercury. So that's what you put in your calculator. If you want to do it all at once, I would advise putting the top portion in brackets, then hitting divide and putting in the bottom fraction. Are we good with this one? Yeah, okay. So some of you have probably started this one, but if we are doing ATM and KPA, I set up my fraction of comparing KPA to ATM. You could have it the other way around, but you just would have to also flip this one.